My name's Frank Henderson. I'm originally from Newnan here. I graduated Newnan High School in 1990, and I taught world history for a while, but as of now I'm teaching AP European history and World War II.
Why did you come back to Newnan High School, and have you worked with people that used to be your teachers, and what do you think about that? How's that gone?
I was teaching up in Nashville, and Blake Bass, who was a football coach of mine, came to do a recruiting thing at Middle Tennessee State University and ran into me and said I ought to come back and give it a shot. And I remembered when I was here how good I was treated and kind of how much of an impact those guys had on my life. And so I told my wife and that we're going to come back, and came back down, interviewed, and got a job at a Central Middle School teaching with Kirk Stallings. And as far as teachers, then I came back and I came to Newnan here in '01 from Smoky Road with Steve Barker. Teachers that I've had that I'm teaching with that taught me: Barbara Landreth, which I think everybody's had that's ever come through, Dan Coleman, Tyra Elliott, who's now retired. There's a couple of handfuls. I think Miss Peebles, who's here as well, Harold Goodman, who I coached with, and also he taught me. So yeah, there's a double handful. And the interviewer, Steve Quisenberry, was teaching here, but I never had the honor of having his class.
What part of the job do you enjoy the most?
Steve Quisenberry. I enjoy teaching. I love history. It's a hobby, and not only that, I enjoy the people I work with. We have a lot of fun, and it's never work. It's always something different to look forward to every day. Even when you're tired, there's always good things.
What's the most challenging aspect of your job?
Time management. Just trying to get, coaching and teaching, and especially teaching high-level classes. And I have 2 small children and married, and so all those things combined, you have to manage your time very well, or you're not going to be very effective.
What's the biggest changes you've seen since 1990 to the present in Newnan High School?
I'd probably say there are 3 big ones. One of the bigger ones is probably security, with all the events that's gone on, Columbine, the things that have happened tragically since I was in high school. There's a lot of things we used to could do that you can't do now, like eat on the lawn, and a little more freedom to move around back then. The second thing is probably just the growth of the school itself. When I was here, the 300 building was the newest thing there, and now we have the science building, the 9th grade academy, the new gym. And probably the last thing is the number of classes offered. We have so many AP classes and extracurriculars now that were not even close to what they were when I was here.
What's the relationship between Newnan High School and the community, and why is that important?
I think it's pretty fantastic. I know personally that Quisenberry and I, with the Student Vet Connect, have a really good connection with our local veterans, and that gives us a really good leg into the community, and I think it's a great program for us. I also think that it's a special place. It's as big as Newnan is starting to get. It still has a hometown feel, and I think Newnan is still kind of the hometown high school, and I think that's the biggest advantage we have over the other 2 high schools in the county, is that it's just kind of like a community school, and so I think that's the big advantage we have.